Ohio. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hacks to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback keeper. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Wisconsin's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Badgers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Quick release by the QB. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Firing deep. Picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Air Force. Any change in momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Bridges. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Direct snap. Keeps it. Hard running there. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Back to throw, it's Galladay. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Power football with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Give to the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Galladay. Big guy smells it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback.
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Back to pass, it's Galladay. Setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
It's another 1st down for the offense.
He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And to get rid of it quickly. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And the story of this 1st half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Badgers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Dropping back, it's Galladay. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Chuck it away just as he was hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the 1st down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, everybody's happy.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Bridges. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Galladay. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field.
Another 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Brings up second down.
Reads it, fires complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long.
3-yard line. Brings up
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great job by the back on the option. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Galladay. Pucks it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Number 19.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Got his man to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Brings up second down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Badgers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll do it himself on the draw. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's got the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Got the first down and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Goes to the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He'll toss it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.